You want to know how to make classroom goals that you will actually achieve, and the answer is to implement an evaluation process to consistently check in on student progress along the way. Studies show that about 92% of people who set New Year's resolutions don't actually achieve the goal, and the reason is because they put too much focus on the word set. See, set implies that we just put it in place and then allow it to do the work. But in actuality, in order for a goal to actually work, we have to evaluate its progress along the way, because you've got to inspect what you expect and what you measure gets improved. So try this instead. When you're in the planning phase of setting the goal, also decide on how often and how regularly you're going to check in on that goal with students to evaluate their progress and make adjustments along the way. I'm going to include in the description below a link to a template that I use to evaluate student growth and student progress towards their goal, but I'm also going to explain it in depth in this video. So you first need to know that the evaluation phase is actually step 6 in a 7-step framework entitled Smarter Goals. It's just like SMART goals, but it's more effective and it helps us to actually achieve the goals that we set. So I'm gonna run through the whole entire framework in 1 minute or less, but if you need a more in-depth look, I suggest you check out my course, Actually Achieve Goals in Your Classroom, linked in the description below. It's going to talk about the reason why goal setting matters. The actual 7-step framework gives you some tools, tips, and resources that you can actually use in your class, so check it out. But here we go. The S in the Smarter Goals framework stands for specific. Just a knee-jerk reaction. Tell me what it is that you want. The M stands for measurable. Measurable adds a numerical value to the specific goal that you want. The A stands for achievable. Achievable means prove to me based off of prior performance and based off of data why this goal is achievable. The R stands for relevant, meaning how does this relate to the overall dream that you have for your students? The T stands for timely, because we know that when we add a deadline to it, now that increases urgency and makes this goal more real. The E may be new for you. That stands for evaluate. How are we going to evaluate the progress along the way, and what adjustments are we going to make to help us actually achieve this goal? More about that in just a second. And the R stands for both reward and reflect. The reward, state what students will get once they achieve this goal. Reflect, because sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but we always learn. And whether you achieve the goal or you don't achieve the goal, you want to reflect on what helped you be successful or what prevented you from getting there. So there we go, got it done right at the buzzer, 1 minute or less. And speaking of buzzers, fun fact, Taboo is my favorite game night activity. Any other Taboo fans in the house? I'm really good at Taboo, and I get really competitive at every game night where that is available. Taboo is just an amazing game. Just a fun fact I wanted to throw out there. So as we mentioned, the E stands for evaluated. And in order to evaluate the progress correctly, we have to be intentional about the frequency with which we check in with students. So is this a year-long goal? Maybe we check in every single month. And if at any point we're not on track to achieve the goal, here are the options that you have. Either you can adjust the goal or adjust your grind. And people don't always agree with the fact that you adjust the goal, but I want to be honest, it's okay to adjust the goal. Maybe we were too ambitious in the beginning. Maybe we thought this was an achievable goal based off of prior performance, but now we're realizing this goal is not actually as achievable as we thought. It's okay to adjust that goal only if you know that the grind is there. If you know that you've been putting in the work and you know that students are trying the very hardest that they can, and as you're evaluating along the way, you realize that this goal was a bit too ambitious, it's okay to adjust that goal, but don't adjust that goal if the grind is not there. If the grind is not there, keep the goal and adjust your grind. Meaning, we're going to inspire students. We're going to encourage students. We're going to motivate students to work harder, because you know that this goal is ambitious, but it's achievable if they put in the work. And if you're confused, or if you need help on figuring out how to motivate students to work towards their goal that seem unmotivated, I'll link a video in the description below that I just recorded talking about how to motivate the unmotivated students to work towards their goal. So if you're on track to achieve this goal or smash this goal, that's awesome. But here's what you want to do. You want to try to maintain the grind, but decrease the time. Meaning you want to keep working as hard, but now you want to shorten the deadline. And let's say, for example, you have a goal for every student in your class to read 10 books by the end of the month. And you realize that at the end of week 1, as you're evaluating, once you check in, that students have already averaged 6 books. Well, We're not going to adjust our grind and say, okay, we don't have to read as many books. No, we're going to adjust the time. And instead of saying we have a month to achieve this goal, maybe we cut it down to 3 weeks or maybe 2 weeks. And then we can set a new goal once we achieve that one. But not every deadline is able to be adjusted. So there's different tips for different situations. And if you're interested in finding about more tools, tips, and resources, I highly suggest you check out my goal, Actually Achieve Goals in Your Classroom, linked in the description below, or subscribe to my channel by clicking this button right here, because I'm always talking about how to maximize student growth by developing their life skills, mindsets, and character. And goal setting is a huge part of that. So I continue to give tools, tips, and resources on effectively setting goals in the classroom. You don't want to miss it out. Thanks for being a part, and I'll see you in the next one.